What's up, everyone? Well, I feel like an idiot. First trade of the day, lost 13,000. That's not fun. I think it was the first trade. If not the first trade, it was the second trade. But in any case, basically, right out of the gates, lost 13 grand. And then spent the morning trying to recoup that loss. I did get myself back to up 8,000. Then I lost 5 grand and another 1,500 or 3,000 and was up only $800. Took a trade, made $33 on it, was up $833, whatever. Took another trade and got myself to up 22,000, 23,000. And then took a aggressive trade, lost 30 grand. And I'm back in the red, down $12,000 on the day. Easy come, easy go. If this isn't a reminder that trading is risky, I don't know what is. I, in minutes, lost 30 grand. I mean, it's kind of crazy how easy come, easy go. You know, how fast you can make money and how fast you can lose money. And today I was on the wrong side of it, and I feel, you know, all things considered, being down 12,000 is relatively a small red day for me. That's not bad. And yet I'm super disappointed. I'm super frustrated because I was up 23,000. I had my daily goal. And then gone. So that's the part that's not only gone, now I'm red. So that's the part where right now I have to fight really hard the urge to jump back in something that's moving, to try to make back what I lost. The fact is, at 11 a.m., the odds of me making $30,000 and making back that loss and going back to up 20 are pretty slim, unless we have parabolic momentum. Now, we did have a parabolic stock today, but I managed to screw it up. I am up net 8,000 on it, but I was up, I think it was 42,000, and then off the top, you know, lost 30, whatever it was, 34, 30,000, 32,000. Just terrible. But again, I know myself well enough to know that if I sit here and keep watching charts, frustration, revenge trading, FOMO will get to me, and I'll get back in something, and very quickly I could take another trade and go down another $10,000, and now I'm down 22,000 or 32,000 or 42,000, and I'll think, why didn't I just stop the second I went from green to red? The second that happened, that was the cue to just walk away. While it's certainly possible that I could keep trading and maybe get myself back to break even or maybe slightly green, I would be trading from such a position of being on the defense. I wouldn't be in a position where I would likely be able to trade well, both from a mindset and just based on sort of time of day. So the right thing to do is to distraction. Get it out of sight, out of mind, walk away, get away from the computer. So I've shut down all my charts so I don't see anything. And you know what? By tomorrow morning, out of sight, out of mind, by tomorrow morning, I'm gonna be like, so I lost 11,000, 12,000, who cares? You know, I'm still green on the month. It was one day. If my worst day of the month is 11, 12,000, that's a great month, considering my biggest red days last month were 30,000, and my biggest red days the month before were 275,000, and the biggest red day the month before that was like 70,000. So a $12,000 red day is no big deal, but it's easy in the moment to get bent out of shape, and it's the feeling of loss. It's the financial feeling of loss that triggers that emotional response, and then that emotional response is what gets you in a place where you're like, no way, there is no way I will walk away now, having been up 20,000. There's no way I'm walking away right now down 12,000. I refuse. And then that's where you start to snowball. Then you're down 17. There's no way I'm walking away down 17,000. Then you're down 27. There's no way. Then you're down 47. Then you hit a level where you're just like so much in the red that you just, I can't keep trading. Could that be 50,000? 75,000? 100,000? I don't know. You tell me. But that's where you have to be able to intervene and say, nope, I gotta cut it off right there. Now, on the first loss of the day when I went down 13,000, I didn't stop trading then for 2 reasons. Number one, I had not hit my daily goal yet. So I hadn't gotten my daily goal and then lost it. For me, hitting my daily goal and then losing it is a trigger because I had something and then it's gone. If I just start trading and immediately go red, I didn't have anything, I just went red. So I'm usually able to dig out of that hole in a little bit of a better way. It's just a mindset thing. So I did keep trading then. And I was sort of conservative on the first trades I took. I didn't really I didn't do super well, but I did okay. And sort of by the end of that opening range, I was up $800 before I got that nice $20,000 trade up to $22,000, $23,000. And then the last trade in too high, caught the drop coming back down. Trading is risky. And I, as a momentum trader, buy high, sell higher, and sometimes you end up getting in high. And so the fact of today is that my biggest loss is bigger than my biggest winner. So I have a negative profit loss ratio for today. I don't like that, even though my accuracy today is pretty good because I had one really big loss. It wiped out all my winners. Well, that's part of trading. It's going to happen. So this is going to be a super short recap. I got to get away from the computer before I let myself FOMO into something. I got to just lead by example and walk away as soon as I had that daily goal to red. So walking away, and I'm sure by tomorrow after a good night's sleep, I'll just be like, okay, so I lost 12,000. That's half of what I made yesterday, which means I'm still green on the week. You know what I mean? So perspective. It's very hard to have perspective when you're in the moment of sort of, I don't know what you call it. It's almost like in the moment of sort of the mini trauma of having a big loss. It's very hard to think clearly. You can think clearly when you've separated from it, once you've had a day or whatever it is, but in that moment, the initial reaction response is so emotionally fueled that it's hard for the more logic, kind of calm, cool, collected perspective to be in the forefront. So anyways, that's it for me. Enjoy the recap. I'll see you guys first thing tomorrow morning. Tomorrow is Thankful Thursday. 100% of tomorrow's profits will go to charity. If I'm red, we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. I hope I'm not red tomorrow, but well, Thankful Thursday fortunately is going on this whole month. So if I have one Thursday that's not great, hopefully I'll make it up on the next one. Okay, all right, that's it for me. Enjoy the recap. As always, reminder, hit that thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. That way you'll get the notification when I go live, and you'll see my disclaimer in a second, which is a reminder that trading is risky. Most beginner traders lose money. Even experienced traders like me are not, we're not immune to having screw-ups and going in the red. Red days happen. So trade safely, trade in a simulator, and I'll see you guys first thing tomorrow morning. All right, you guys, so I'm just gonna go over my trades from this morning. Not a great morning. Went from down 13,000 on ACY to up 23,000 on UTME, and then back to down 11,000. I was holding 1,700 shares of UTME at 96, which was right up here for the break of 100, held into the halt at 105, was up 16,000 unrealized, and then halted down right here at 95, resumed, and stopped out at 80. So ended up losing about 30,000 on that trade and went from up 23,000 on the day, 22,000 to down 11,000. Going from red to green is a trigger for me to walk away. It's disappointing. And the thing is on this, I thought this looked good. It was extended, and I guess I just should have taken it off into the halt. You know, it's just, this is one of these things where the day you don't take it off going into the halt, it rips another 20 points, and the day you don't take it off going into the halt, it reverses. The day you do take it off, it rips another 20 points without you. And so you feel like, man, I was trying to let this thing ride for a bigger move, and then I got nailed as it came back down. Maybe it goes higher, but the thing is, it's important for me to keep my losses small. Relatively speaking, this is a small loss. It's half of what I made yesterday, so I can easily recover from this. It's not by any means the end of the world for me. So if I kept trading here and I take another loss and then I'm down 17,000, and then I take another loss, I'm down 25,000. Now I'm starting to dig the hole deeper and the losses are getting bigger, and it's just, you think, man, maybe I should have walked away sooner. And maybe I should have walked away even before that last trade, or maybe I should have sold the whole thing, but I went from red to green and I was riding that momentum, and then I got nailed on that reversal. So down about 12,000 today, red day, first red day of the month. There's a temptation for me right now to keep trading to try to recover what I just lost. But it's kind of like, what's the point? You know, I mean, I'm down 12,000 and it's coming up to 11 a.m. The odds of me making 12,000 right now are pretty low unless I take something that's fairly high risk. And if I took something that's fairly high risk, then I'm putting myself in a position where I could lose another 5,000 or 6,000. So it's better just to say, all right, you know what? Today I got off to a bad start going down 13,000. I did have a recovery, and then I gave back everything I recovered. I'm back down to my low. Better just walk away here before it gets worse. And if 11,000 is the worst red day of the month, this would actually be that would be great. That would be terrific. So I just have to keep it tight and not get bent out of shape to try to recoup, those losses. So the thing for me is that I have to shut everything down, because if I sit here, I'm going to keep watching UTME. I'm going to keep watching, the scanners, and I'm going to talk myself back into a trade. I know that I'll do it. I 100% know that I'll do it. I can say I won't, and then I'll do it. Because, because losing 30 grand just like that is, that's a trigger. It's a trigger to try to get it back. You want to get back what you just lost. So I'm shutting it down. This will be the shortest recap I've ever done, but I just have to walk away. I just have too much of a temptation to try to revenge trade and make back the losses, which has a much higher likelihood of doubling or tripling or quadrupling the loss than it does of me actually recouping the loss. So just closing it up. It is what it is. Tomorrow, a couple good trades. I'll be back hopefully in the driver's seat. Hopefully I won't take the first trade and lose 13,000 like I did today, but I'll just come back to it tomorrow. So that's it for me. Good luck. I'll see you guys in the morning. I hope you really enjoyed that video, and make sure you hit the thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Our goal is to hit 1 million subscribers this year, but we won't get there without your help. So please, please, please hit that subscribe button.